I am incredibly excited to be joined by none other than Mike Pondsmith, the creator of Cyberpunk 2020, which, if you don't know, is the tabletop RPG that Cyberpunk 2077 is based on.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Going all the way back when you were first creating Cyberpunk 2020, I'm intrigued to know what your inspirations for it were.
My favorite movie is Blade Runner because architecturally, thematically, it's just a really beautifully balanced story. The thing is, when you work with something like Blade Runner, it's a story where nobody wins. So what happened is I looked at how could you make this work longer term. And I stumbled across a science fiction writer named Walter John Williams. In his novel Hardwired, he put more of that heroic rock and roll in. I lucked out because he also at that point was playing with some friends of mine. They were, involved in one of our games. Walter is also a game designer. I managed to con him into doing some playtest stuff. I think that really informed me because what I realized was I didn't want to do a downer story. I want to do a story where the guys win. By the way, I'd like to recommend Get Hardwired because the heroes win and it's a kick-ass story. What I wanted was to take those two elements and make a story where the heroes were about competence and cool, but they were also not superheroes. They were people fighting for something that they believed and that was very personal to them.
Keanu Reeves being in the game.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about Johnny Silverhand and his character?
There's things I can and cannot tell you, but I will tell you this. At no point at the end of Cyberpunk 2020, the Fourth Corporate War, does anybody stop and actually look at the body. We have a lot of kind of open ends and unresolved things that we're revealing over time. As for Johnny, people also make the mistake of thinking that because Johnny is a central character, that he's the good guy.
Right.
He's the hero. Johnny is a son of a gun. He's what happens when you take somebody who probably was pretty sensitive and he goes through abandonment, he goes through war, he goes through all kinds of horrible stuff. And, he's poster child for PTSD. He's just wrecked. And he's remote. He has trouble forming attachments. And so, he's got a really messed up life. But he takes it out to the world to try to change that world. He just doesn't go, my life sucks. I think I'll go get drunk every night. He goes, I'm going to go change this. So while he's not always a really nice guy to anybody, particularly ladies, do not date Johnny Silverhand. He will mess your life up. The guy got his ex-girlfriend to help him rescue his new girlfriend. This is not the guy you want to date. And if you say you do, I want to talk to you about therapy. So what I like is that Johnny is a character that's very hidden and he hides a lot of things about the world, but he does care. He just may not be caring the same way you'd expect it.
Right.
Because he is an opaque character, I think that Keanu Reeves is a really good model for that because he's also good at having things that kind of pop up to the surface. And you go, oh, wait, I got that.